Yo, it's Elliott with Yo Elliott. You've got strength questions and I've got your answers.
Yo, Elliott.
Well, today we got a great video question from our buddy Seth, who wants to know, Elliott, how do I gain mass and strength for football? Do I use powerlifting or bodybuilding to get it done? Check him out.
Yo Elliott, what's up, man? Love your channel, and I got a couple of questions for you on my training. I'm a running back. I'm a running back for high school, obviously. I got a question on my training. Should I bodybuild to gain weight? Because I'm 160 pounds, and I'm not quite there for weight. My speed is pretty good. My 40-yard dash is 4.6. So I'm not sure if I should bodybuild to gain weight or to strength train to increase my strength and power. I want to dominate the field. I want to help my team, because what we need is a good running back. I want to be there for my team. So anything to help improve my performance as a running back. Should I bodybuild or should I strength train? And what I need to do for my nutrition too. I don't know how to eat. I don't know what to eat or anything. So just help me out. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, Seth, thank you for your question, buddy. Let's get right down to business. The answer to your video question is yes. You are going to use strength training and bodybuilding to build the athletic, strong, badass physique that you need to be a Division I football player, if that's your desire after high school. Here's the deal. Follow your powerlifting routine, which it sounds like you're familiar with. You're going to use strength training parameters. That means you're going 3 to 5 reps. You're going very heavy, long rest intervals. You're following a routine that includes bench press, squat, deadlift, and I like to include overhead pressing. Let's talk about the bodybuilding portion of your routine. This is what I want you to consider. I use the term bodybuilding as an umbrella statement for the parameters associated with bodybuilding. When I say parameters, I mean your reps, your sets, your rest intervals, your frequency, not the exercises. If you follow a typical bodybuilding routine to gain mass, you're going to do some of the things that you see those guys flexing in their panties do, like machine presses and machine curls and leg extensions and things like that, that have no business in an athlete's strength training program. You're going to follow the parameters that are associated with bodybuilding, which are 8 to 12 repetitions, maybe 15, about a minute rest interval between each one of those sets, about 3, maybe 4 sets. Those are your parameters. Frequency would typically mean that you hit that body part once or twice a week. But you're going to use exercises that are athletic, and the best way to make sure that you're including athletic type exercises in your program is to make sure that they fit into one of the 6 categories of primal movement patterns. That means your exercises have to mimic these movements but not be pieces of them. That basically means that you're going to push, pull, twist, bend, squat, lunge as a unit instead of picking muscles that are associated with those patterns. I'll show you what I mean. So for example, you've got, like I said, you've got push. I'll put them all here for you. You got push. Those are your primal patterns. Those are all of the ways a human being must be able to move in order to be fully functional, athletic, and a badass. So all of your exercises have to be one of those patterns, but like I said, not the chunk down muscle isolation parts of these patterns. So a primal pattern versus an isolation exercise that's associated with pushing would be, primal pattern would be push-ups. An isolation exercise would be flies, where the guys sit on there and they bring it together like this, which absolutely serves no purpose for an athlete. If you're a bodybuilder, by all means, go check out the bodybuilding YouTube channels. They're gonna tell you that it's very good to do this. Yes, it is. If you wanna have pumped up and plump breasts, go right ahead. If you wanna be an athlete, you're going to maintain these patterns instead of the chest fly. Okay? So you see the difference there. This is a muscle that's in the pattern. The pattern, all the muscles are associated with the pattern push are your front delts, your chest, your triceps, and a lot of other muscles that help you maintain your stability during that exercise. Pull is going to be, a primal pattern pull is going to be your pull-ups, right? But a isolation pull would be like a bicep curl. Squat, for example, a primal pattern squat type movement would be your front squat or your goblet squat or your overhead squat. Let's use that one for example. An isolation or a chunk down version of the squat where you're isolating a muscle would be a leg extension. Right? And down, so on and so forth. I'll finish this out for you. So lunge, same thing, a walking lunge or a step up as opposed to a leg curl, which would be a chunk down version of the lunge. Bend would be your, say, good mornings or deadlifts. Deadlifts, a isolation in the bend movement would be, well, you could isolate the hamstrings, and it's really difficult. I mean, that's why I love deadlifts so much, because you're using everything, from your ears to your eyeballs to your toenails with your deadlift. So that one I'm gonna leave alone. And twist is if you're throwing a football, if you're throwing a medicine ball, if you're doing Russian twist, barbell Russian twists, anything associated with the rotation of your trunk is gonna be on your twist. So you've got to be able to twist. Human beings have to do that in order to move, and athletes need to do it in order to beat the shit out of somebody. So what you're going to do is, like I said, use the parameters associated with bodybuilding, higher to mid rep range, shorter rest intervals, higher frequency, but choose exercises on this end of the spectrum and avoid those ones. What I'm doing right now is something pretty cool for you guys. I'm creating an exercise database based on all of these movement patterns, and I've got a list over here of almost 100 for each one, and they're all athletic patterns for the push, pull, squat, lunge, bend, twist, so on and so forth. So that's it, my man. If you want to be an athlete but you want to gain weight, continue to use athletic moves but use bodybuilding parameters. Hope that helps. Talk to you next time.
Yo, Elliot,